Hello everyone, my name is Lynell, Everett Esquire, and I am CEO of Bleu Anchor Entertainment. And I'm back to share some more writing tips with you. So it's been about 2 weeks now. You watched the last video, you got motivated, you got encouraged, and you started writing. So now you have all of this content. What next? Well, the next important step is to organize your writing. Like I said in the last video, when you're actually writing, you just want to write. You just want the ideas to flow without being hindered so that you can get your ideas onto paper. But now you want to get a little more focused on what you're writing. Now that you have what you believe is a really good idea that you want to focus on, you may be inclined to sit down and just begin writing, to continue to just let the ideas flow and to get it all out. And that is an option. However, if you're like me, as you're writing, you're going to come up with a million more ideas and a million more directions that you can take your characters or your poem, your storyline, plot, whatever. And at the end of that, you're going to end up with a muddled mess, and editing is going to be a nightmare. Well, editing is going to be a nightmare anyway, but that's for another video. To avoid that nightmare, what you want to do is organize your thoughts and to organize your story or whatever it is that you're working on before you get into just letting the ideas flow. One way to do that is with an outline. With your outline, you want to begin with the bare bones of whatever your project is. So if you're working on a novel, you may want to organize it chapter by chapter. If you're working on a poem, you want to organize it stanza by stanza, and so on and so forth. The bare bones of the outline gives you, as the writer, the broad overview of everything that you're trying to cover in your project. Once you have bare bones done, then you want to go back to each individual section. So if you're going chapter by chapter, then you can go back to each chapter, and then you want to flesh out everything that you want to cover in that chapter, or everything that you want to cover in that stanza if it's a poem, or everything that you want to cover in that act if it's a play. How detailed you make your outline once you go back in to flesh it out is completely up to you. I generally include just enough detail to help keep me on track and keep me focused as I'm writing, but not so much detail that I feel constricted while I'm writing. Another tool you can use to organize and flesh out your ideas before you begin writing, and the tool that I prefer, is note cards. Actual physical note cards. I prefer using the lined 3x5 note cards because they provide me just enough space to flesh out my ideas in enough detail to keep me on track as I'm writing. I also prefer using the note cards because I can write out all of my ideas in just enough detail, and then I can rearrange the note cards in whatever order I prefer that works best for whatever the project is that I'm working on. Using an outline or note cards or some other method that works for you to organize your ideas before you begin writing will help streamline your writing process once you begin. It'll also make it easier for the ideas to flow as you're writing, because you won't have to think about things like, well, what am I trying to say here, or what do I want to talk about, or what direction am I going in here. So as you're writing, you're not thinking about all of the mechanical, technical stuff that you need to be working on, and so your creativity can flow freely and easily. If, as you're organizing your ideas, or when you actually begin writing, or at any other stage of the process, you find yourself struggling and need some additional help, contact us here at Bleu Anchor Entertainment and let us help you create and publish a beautiful piece of written art. Until next time, go create!